45% of working women ages 25 to 45 by 2030 will be non-married, no kids, single.
I'll tell you what's wrong with that. Nothing. I usually don't do things like this, but when I have to listen to men talk like that, I have no choice but to sedate myself. I've been loud and proud about my status as a single, unmarried, childless, wild woman. And apparently some men cannot handle that. Every time I go on Instagram, I stumble upon SDE morons like this guy pontificating about how unhappy women like me must be.
If you think that you're going to be 45 years old, no kids, not married, and that you're going to genuinely be fulfilled in life because you made money, best of luck to you, honey.
Right.
No. Best of luck to you, honey. I'm sorry, but if the child-free joyride I'm on triggers you, here's a hint. If you need daily alpha content to remind you to be alpha, you might not be an alpha.
Just because somebody voices their disagreement with something doesn't mean they are triggered by it. Just as you are being loud by persuading other women, this is the way to go. This is the way of happiness. He is also telling young ladies, this is not the way to go.
Truth is, studies show that single women live longer and are happier.
Okay, how many people were surveyed? What type of questions were asked that showed that this person was actually happy? And I just can't understand. If you are happy being child-free by choice, being single, shouldn't you be living your single child-free choice by choice life? Why do women have to always shout it out? I am happy. Look at me. I don't regret anything. Why do you have to do that? If you are fulfilled in being happy and being child-free by choice, shouldn't you be enjoying that? If you have to always let people know that, hey, I'm happy, look at me, I don't regret anything, seems like you got a void. And then some of you are in competition with the men because some women are saying, I'm happy being single, I don't need anybody. And then you have the men saying, I'm happy, I don't need no woman. All of y'all need Jesus.
You want to know why? Because they wake up every day and they don't have to listen. I have to go because my single, unmarried is about to perform at my sold-out comedy show. I'd invite you, but there are no tickets left. Bye.
Hello everyone, it's your sister Roland, and all I need is a few minutes to talk about those clips that you just heard. And the first clip from the guy was from a podcast show by the name of Alpha Motivation Zero, I believe. And Chelsea Handler, who is a comedian, was doing commentary. It may have been for a skit, I'm not sure. It may have been also her sentiments. So he was letting us know that, by 2030, women ages 25 to 45, they will be single and childless. And then she was, giving her a commentary is that his business, that's the best thing, you are happy, and different things like that. So I've always spoken about this, and we're going to take a biblical look at this. Well, let's go to Hebrews 12 and 15. It says, looking carefully lest anyone fall short of the grace of God, lest any root of bitterness spring up cause trouble, and by this many become defiled. And we know many of these women that are loud, that are telling other women, other younger women, other women that may be on the fence, that hey, what they have been telling us years ago, that you should get your education, or you should become a wife and then become a mother. That's the way to go. That is your purpose. That's what makes you fulfilled. That is not the way to go. The way to go is choosing yourself, being happy, traveling, eating the best food, getting that dream job, and doing you. That is the way to go. And many of these women are speaking from bitterness and resentment because they were hurt by a man, whether they hope that he was going to marry them, have kids with them, and that didn't turn out the way that they expected. Or some people found out at a very young age that they won't be able to have kids. And that news just caused them to be bitter and resentful. And then people like this get a microphone, or they get influence on one, two, three, or a group of people. And people speak from where they are. And they're speaking from a place of bitterness and resentment, saying that you don't need a man, not knowing that they just found out that they won't be able to have the kids, or the person that they wanted to have children with whether a man or woman, it won't be possible. And then there are some people also, when they were a very young age, a very young, impressionable age, they saw certain things in their families, in their household, how their mother was treated, how their aunts were treated, and that left a negative impression. That left a complex, that built a complex, that left a complex, that left a negative view about marriage. It left a negative view about motherhood, and most of the time the person doesn't have anything to refute that, to reject that, to cancel what they are seeing, because nobody informed that, that's the person, whether it's the rejection is, that's the person experience. It may not be your experience. Your mother is not treated that way by your father. Your father helps in the household. If they don't have anything to refute that, then that seed that was planted by what they saw or what they heard, because then there are other people say, oh, I'm never going to have kids. I just saw this this movie and in science class, and then the woman, everything split open, there was so much blood, I'm never going to have kids. And then that stays with the person, and not knowing it was from a very young age that they saw something, that they heard something. Somebody told them, oh, men are no good. They're going to leave you with kids. They're not going to stick by your side. You're going to be taking care of kids by yourself. You're going to have no help and stuff like that. And then things like that stay with you. And then you make decisions based on that thing that you heard, or that thing that you saw at a very young age. And then you are influencing other women. So you, like the Bible says, that root of bitterness, or that springs up to cause trouble and to defile many. Because many women were probably, they were ready to be a mother, ready to be a wife. But the way you convince them, this is what, girl, I don't think you should do it. You're not going to be happy, girl. You're going to be by yourself. He's going to cheat on you and stuff like that. You're probably going to have to take care of the other side kids. And because that's what you saw growing up. That's what you heard. That's what your mother experienced. That's what your aunt experienced. That's how the men in your family treated women. So you think this is what's going to happen to you. This is what's going to happen to every woman. And you defile many. And this is what a lot of people are doing, because being single is a gift from God. That's a gift from God, a special gift. And if you're not gifted that, and you're doing this because whatever reason it may be, this is when we end up in a whole lot of trouble, because we have persuaded others to do something that is natural to you, instead of us getting the knowledge, on, hey, if I want to be with somebody, how do I vet this person? How do I test this person? How can I know their actions are true? And then if I find out their actions are not true, they're not a very good person, I have the strength to walk away and know that's better for me. But we don't do that. And we pour into other things. We get better jobs, and we strive to get the most businesses and the most bags and the most cars. And maybe to just use men at our convenience, and then tell women that is the way to go. For years, people who are up there in charge have been using different methods of population control. What is to say that these women who are promoting, this child-free, single lifestyle is not one of the methods? Anyway, that's all I'd say in the situation. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.